Hello friends, welcome in data analysis part 2. In data analysis part 1, we have learned what is data analysis, who is data analyst, the roles and responsibility of data analyst, the process of data analysis, the types of data analysis and the tool used in data analysis. If you missed that video, then don't worry, I kept it at the end of this video. You can watch it from there. And still you have not subscribed my channel, then please subscribe and press the bell icon so that you can get the upcoming useful video in data analysis series. In this video, we will see how data analysis process carried out using Microsoft Excel. During this journey of learning, we will also go through different functions and techniques of Excel which are useful to prepare the Excel dashboard. But before starting all these things, let's summarize the step of data analysis. These are major steps of data analysis process. First is data collection, second is data cleaning and processing, third analyzing the data to get the insight, and last is to make the proper recommendation so that top management can take decision from your data and visualization. So we will cover all this data analysis process while we prepare the Excel dashboard. Now let me tell you the real-time use case of Excel in data analysis, like holding the data, slicing and dicing of the data, preparing meaningful summary from the raw data, visualize the data, analyze the data and calculation on the data. So let's jump into the Microsoft Excel. This is Excel 2019 version. Here I have taken the sales data for analysis purpose. This data belongs to one company which is operating in multiple states of US with multiple products. This is channel type, state name, product name, units sold, sales amount, month name, year, month number and profit percentage. This dataset contains the data of products sold during 2019 and 2020. As you can see, lots of data here. So from this raw data, we will prepare the sales dashboard by using Microsoft Excel. That will be very helpful to take any business decision. So let's start with the first step of data analysis, that is data collection. So here we have data in multiple sheets. So we take data from sheet 2 to sheet 1 up and at the end of sheet 1. But here we need to keep in mind two things. First thing, number of columns must be same across the sheet. Second thing, data type of each column must be same. Otherwise, you will end up with the wrong analysis due to this. Now, you can sort the data from here and then we should check the unique value of all important columns by filtering the data from here. Channel type, state name, product name, month name. Also, we should check for the null or blank value. After doing all this hygiene check, we should check for the duplicate values. So let's check duplicate value in this data. Go to data, click on the remove duplicates. OK. Excel found 183 duplicate value. OK. Now we can use this data for further analysis. Let's look at some of the important functions and formulas in Excel that may be useful in doing analysis in your real life. Like we are checking sum and select the range, closing bracket. If you want to take the summation of the particular column, Likewise, you can use min function to get the minimum value, max function to get the maximum value, average function to get the average value. Here you can use len function to check the length of the particular string. You can use left function to derive the first 3 characters. You can use right function to get last 3 digits and so on. So let's do pivot on this data, and before pivot you can give proper name to this particular data range. You can go to insert, table, OK, and rename sales data. Now we can go to insert, pivot table, and here is our table name, new worksheet, because we don't want to put pivot in existing worksheet for the sake of simplicity. OK. Here let's say we want to check the state wise, year wise sales. We taking sales in row, taking year in column, take sales in value. We can hide grand total if not required. Rename it. Now select the data. Now we will prepare the chart on this data, because by just looking at the number we cannot conclude or we cannot derive any useful information. So select the data, go to insert, recommended chart. Here Excel will recommend the chart based on our data type. So let's click on the recommended chart. This is column chart that is recommended by Microsoft Excel. But here sales amount is not visible here, so we can go to plus sign, data label. Also we can provide the chart title if required, like this. State wise, year wise sales. Also we can modify the chart type also by double clicking and going to design. You can select any of the design. Column chart represents the data in vertical bar, and it is useful when we want to compare some particular data during the time, like yearly data, monthly data, quarterly data, and so on. Now let's go for the next chart, which is state chart. We are keeping the same example, but this time we will take the product instead of state. Just rename it product. Now select the data, go to insert tab and select the particular state chart. We can provide the data label, chart title, year wise, product wise, sales. You can filter the data from here also, like this. From here also you can select the particular product if required. Now you can change the style also. Let's move to the next chart, which is pie chart. Here we are replacing sales amount with units sold. Now let's select the data, go to insert. There are different types of pie chart. I like 3D pie chart because it is attractive and represent the data in very beautiful manner. Select the data label, but as you can see, product name is missing. So you can go to the more option, select the category name, remove the value, select the percentage. You can change the style also. Now, based on this pie chart, we can clearly say that product F is lowest contributor in 2019. Here in pie chart represents the data in proportion manner, so we can check the contribution of each and every item. What is the contribution? Now we will move toward the next chart. We are keeping the same data, selecting 2020, but it will not work on pivot charts. So we need to copy paste the data. Go to insert and select the tree map. Here we need value also, so that we can come to know what is the contribution of particular product in 2020. Product wise contribution. So it indicates the box based on the contribution. So here we can say D and E are the lowest contributor in 2020. Now let's check the multi-level pivot. We are taking the same pivot. So here we will check state wise, product wise sales. So this is multi-level pivot. It is useful when you want to analyze the data with multiple parameters. Like here we are checking product and state wise sales. You can do conditional formatting over here. Like select the data, go to the color set, like this. But this is also not useful, so I will show you the better trick rather than doing this kind of analysis. let's check the profitability state wise as well as product wise. You can take the average from here. Convert it to percentage. State. As we already select the 2020. Now we can do the conditional formatting over here. We will also check the profitability product wise also. So here we can clearly say that Kansas is the lowest profitable state, while Alaska is the highest profitable state for the business. So management take decision what should do with Florida and Kansas. Here they supposed to introduce new marketing campaign or may take other action to increase the profitability and increase the sales. Here product A is lowest profitable product with 16% and product E is highest profitable product with 19%. So it is very useful while we want to check the conditional formatting on multiple data, and we can clearly identify the highest and lowest value based on color coding. Now we can prepare the sales dashboard based on these charts. You can remove the grid lines from here. Select each chart. Now our sales dashboard is ready. One more thing I would like to add here, that is slicer. So just we can select any pivot table, then we can go to the insert, slicer, and we select the particular year column here. We resize it. We are keeping two columns. Now we can go for the report connection from here, so that every pivot get connected with this particular slicer. Now we are taking this in our dashboard. Now here you can select the data of 2019 or 2020, and you can see here data is dynamically changed based on selected year over here. So this is very good functionality of Excel when we need to prepare the dynamic dashboard. Here you can see value are getting changed based on selected year in slicer. I hope now you got the proper understanding how to prepare the pivot, how to prepare the chart, how to beautify the chart, how to put the label and other details in the chart, how to prepare the dashboard, how to prepare slicer, to prepare your dashboard dynamic. Still you have any doubt or any query, please write me in the comment section of YouTube, so I will help you out in future videos. If you like this tutorial, then please share with your friends or colleagues so they also can get the benefit of this sales dashboard and Excel analysis. Please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you can get all the notification of upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.